The way that I protect my inner child in this world today is just to do the simple things in life. Wake up every day and appreciate life in itself, being blessed with another day, to smile, laugh, and hug the first person I see that wants to hug me back. That's it, man.
It's simple sometimes.
It's always simple. The simple choice is always going to be the best choice. Trust me.
Simple is not easy, though. Sometimes simple is hard.
Sometimes, but that's life. Life is complicated in a whole, and that's what we go back to the beginning of this interview and we talk about, what the heart and the mind the heart and the mind is. A lot of people say follow your heart, right? But sometimes your heart can lead you wrong, because if the other person doesn't feel how you feel about them, then should you follow your heart? Because that's you going down an empty street. But then your mind might, people say just, whatever comes to mind. The first, you ever heard this saying, just do the first thing that comes to mind? No. What if the first fucking thing that comes to your mind is kill him? Like, no. So that's why I said, you have to have a soul. And if you have a soul, it's not like my soul. It's just not my soul. Like, we all share souls. That's what people forget all the time. Like, my soul is intertwined with your soul. As soon as you allowed me into your life and I allowed you into mine, and we said we're going to do this interview, our souls start to intertwine. You've been anticipating this interview, and I put it on my schedule to come here. And I showed up on time, and you were here on time, and you guys have been partners for 13 years doing this, probably friends longer than that. So your soul's been connected. If something happened to him today, bro, man, you would go somewhere and cry your fucking eyeballs out. And so would he. You know what I'm saying? And if I walked up out of here after doing this fucking interview, and this is my last interview on earth, man, you guys would be fucking shattered about that. And then you would be forever tied to me, because, well, you are going to be regardless, because this is what we're doing right now, but you will be forever tied to me, and we will be a triangle of brothers just based off of the conversation we're having about our soul. People need to talk about that more. Yo, what up? It's Game MONTREALITY. We here, man. It don't get no realer than this. Understand it. I think that the emotions that arise from the time that I wake up to the time that I sleep at night are all real, all 100% raw human emotion. The heart and the mind together, two of the most important organs inside of your body working with each other at times, working against each other at times, causing a breakdown in your mental health. If you are not the type of person that has the capacity or the strength to fight back against these emotions, then, this is when you see, people who can't deal with life anymore, so they end their life, or they take their life, or they go and end other people's lives because they're confused, and so this battle, this constant battle, not just for me, for you, for him, for every single human, every single day. I don't care who you see. They could be the happiest person on the outside, but you never know what's going on the inside. But who does know what's going on the inside? They know what's going on the inside, and they hurt when they hurt by themselves, and they mask themselves, and they come out and they put on these happy faces, and they should, right? Because everybody should exude happiness, but everybody's not always happy. Me, whatever emotions I'm feeling at that time, you're gonna see them. If I feel sad, I'm gonna look sad. If I feel happy, I'm gonna look happy. The treasure or the award that I win every single day within myself, if only myself, is to fight so that I can win, those emotions that could render somebody helpless. So every day it's a constant fight. My heart feels this way. My mind feels this way. My heart wants me to go right, but my mind tells me to go left. And we're like, who has to be the middleman between your heart and your mind? Do you have the answer? I do. It's your soul. It's your soul, because your heart is over here, your mind is over here. Your heart feels like, man, I really love this person. And your mind feels like, well, how could you love this person when they do you so wrong? But then your soul, you put them both together, man, and you squeeze them as tight as you can, and you squeeze them so tight to where it feels like you're gonna break your hands, man. And then in that moment, that darkness, that little small inkling of time that you have to decide which way you want to go or which one you want to put all of your faith in, that's your soul, man. And that's who I am as a person. I'm all soul, especially at this point in my life. 86 years old, man, I'm beautiful. I'm aging gracefully. I am probably taking a walk, down the street in the neighborhood of my house with my dog that that loves me to death, my man's best friend type of vibes. And I am full of self-love, and I don't need no help. But my family is there and my family is around, but they know I'm self-sufficient, and they still are leaning on me because I'm their rock. And that's where I see myself at 86. I see myself long gone from hip hop and the music industry. I would have had an acting career, then I would have had a speaking career. I would have graced stages with other amazing speakers and created the type of history that real legends in life, not legends in music, legends in life are made of. That's where I see myself at 86.
There's a lot to do still.
Too much to do, man. Do I believe in the power of attraction, manifestation, and speaking things into existence? I think that those words define me as a person. I think that every time I tell myself I'm gonna do something, I don't know if it's the power of the words or me just setting something like in stone and then running as fast as I can to get to it, or sometimes pacing myself and taking my time. I know that anything that I tell myself that I'm gonna do, I can achieve, I can do it. And I know that it's possible because I've done it time and time over again. And I also urge other people to do, the same thing. Like, just put it out there, and then you have to walk through. But you can't just sit on the couch and be like, I'm gonna be rich, and then stay there and think that money's gonna fall through the fucking roof. It doesn't really work like that. There's a lot of action and necessary steps that have to be taken for you to achieve your own personal success. And I think that if you really love yourself the way I love myself, then you can do anything that you want. Most of us humans, if not 95%, don't even understand how powerful we are. And if we did, the world would be a lot different. If we're gonna talk about, men in general, men's emotions or women's emotions or just emotions as a whole, man, I think that men really have it hard in life, right? Because we are expected to be the strongest. We should be the strongest. Every day I wake up, I strive to be the strongest, not only for myself first, right? But before God, I stand as a man. If I gotta cry, man, I cry, man. These days, I don't really cry often because I feel like for me, where I am after everything that I've been through, crying is a waste of time. So even my tears are limited these days because I have children to take care of. And so if I just, shed a tear, I just wipe it off, and then I gotta be great for somebody. So I can't spend too much time sitting in a corner crying about things that I may or may not be able to alter or change. So that's just me. But I know that I know a lot of men, like real men. I know gangsters, I know school teachers, I know firemen, I know, guys that are gay. I know every type of guy. I got one of my best friends in life. He's gay. I don't judge him. I love him. Because of his sexual preference or who he wants to be as a man or who he chooses to date or none. I love him because he's a good person to me and he's a good friend to me. I support humans doing whatever it is that makes them happy as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, man. And that's what I think we are missing as a human race, right? I've been everywhere, and all I see when I go places and all I feel is genuine love, especially coming from my male fans. And I've never been one to shy away from telling my fans or a person I meet that tell me their story that I've never been hesitant to tell them that I love them, Because coming from me, somebody who, they look at as like, a big brother or a role model or a gangster or a nigga that survived bullet wounds, a nigga that survived a foster home, a nigga with, 2 dead siblings, a nigga that been shot so many times, this big 6'5" guy who has only been real and only had raw emotions with them. When they look at me and they see me as a real human being, somebody that they can relate to, like when I'm sitting here right now, I'm only a rapper because I rap. I'm not a rapper because like I'm a superstar or nothing. I'm just a human. I could walk out this door, after this interview and get hit by a car. I could walk out here and get shot. I could walk out here and have a heart attack. I'm 40 years old. So it's like, I don't mind men being emotional, and no one should. And then especially now in this world, look what's going on. Every day it's a mass shooting. Every day somebody's getting murdered. Every day somebody hate this, hate that, kill this, kill that, shoot this. Let's take this country. Let's do this. Let's beat it. Let's dictate this. Let's tell these people what they can do with their body. Let's tell women they can't have abortion. Like, man, why don't everybody just stop and just be cool? Like, what if the world decide, like, we got all these holidays, right? We got like Christmas, and we have like Kwanzaa, and we have like Eid Mubarak, and we have like, all of these holidays, and more power to these people for having and celebrating things that they believe in. Why we can't just have a day where everybody just cool, right? Like a cool day. Call it, I don't give a fuck what day of the year it is. Just have a cool day where everybody has to be cool. I know for a fact that us as a human race, we can come together and have a day where it's not one murder, right? Like, let's strive for that. And even if on that day there's 1 murder or 2 murders, I promise you it would be less than it was before, we decided to come together and do this. I just think that people have the power, and people should be allowed to hurt, to be honest about how they feel, to cry. Why do I have to hold in my tears if I'm being emotional? Do you know if I felt like crying and I hold in my tears that I am deteriorating my internal organs by suppressing my true feelings? And it all goes back to what I said before. It's just all about your soul. Some people don't even have a soul. And it seems like every day more and more people are being pushed into the realm of darkness where souls don't even matter. And that's what's wrong with the human race. The realest shit that I ever wrote. The realest shit that I ever wrote comes in, I don't know, if I had to pick one, it would probably be take me away from the hood like a state penitentiary. Take me away from the hood like a casket or a Bentley. Take me away like I overdosed on cocaine, or take me away like a bullet from Kurt Cobain's suicide. I'm from a windy city, like do or die. From a block close to where Biggie was crucified. That was Brooklyn's Jesus, shot for no fucking reason. And you wonder why Kanye wears Jesus pieces? Because that's Jesus people. And Game, he's the equal. Hated on so much, Passion of Christ need a sequel. Yeah, like Rockefeller needed Siegel. Like I needed my father, but he needed a needle. It's my life, man. Yeah, I feel like I'm forever young too. I just feel like I've always been a fan of rap music. Outside of being a fan, I am rap music. Like we are all rap music. Words, lives, stories put together in a melodic sort of vocal symphony to be shared and appreciated by the masses makes us all related. It's music. Music is beautiful, man. Music is, you take 5 steps and you are making music. You know what I'm saying? You make love to a woman, you're making music. You scream on the highest mountaintop in the world, you are making music. If you sit down with your child and talk to them about how their day is, you're making music, man. I just think that music is everything. I am music, especially rap music, man. Rap music, the rap culture has really shifted the world. And for that, man, I can thank, I don't know, man, 100 different rap legends, even people that some of, the people watching probably never heard of, man, but that is me. I am rap and rap is me. I like Vince Staples. I like Don Toliver. I like Joey Badass, of course. Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole are pretty much the Nas and Jay-Z of this of their generation. You know, the ones who started 10 years ago. I enjoy Future and Young Thug because they will be the Jay-Z and sort of the Nas of that you know, generation of music from the ATL. But then I love Lil Baby and Lil Durk because they will be the Jay-Z and Nas of this generation, and like that. And then the NBA YoungBoy will be Tupac of this generation. So sometimes when you see a 18-year-old kid say NBA YoungBoy is better than Tupac, it's not because he actually is, or Tupac is better than NBA YoungBoy is better than Tupac. It's just the Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron thing. It's just like different eras of greatness. You should just appreciate them now, because an 18-year-old cannot appreciate or relate to Tupac because they weren't even alive. Tupac has been dead for 26 years. So an 18-year-old kid wasn't even born for another 6 years after he died. So why would you expect him to relate to Tupac over NBA YoungBoy, somebody who is just a few years older than him, who he listens to every day, who's probably living the same type of lifestyle that, you know, he's living. So I just appreciate every single genre of music at every single time. When Public Enemy was doing Fight the Power and NWA was saying fuck the police, I appreciated that. You know what I'm saying? When the Sugar Hill Gang was put out, you know, like their first record, and then hip hop was made, you know, in those moments, and the Melly Mel's and all the way up to the Eric Sermons and the Method Mans and the Redmans and the Wu-Tangs and the Bone Thugs, and like everybody, the Locks, fucking, you know, Biggie and Pac and just Nas and Hove and everybody. Like, how come we just can't appreciate everybody and everything in music and be a collective of fucking just dope shit? And fans are important too. Fans are artists too, because they practice the art of appreciation. You got to be able to appreciate something. That's an art too. Waking up in the morning is an art. Taking care of yourself and being healthy and making it to the next day, that's an art too. It's the art of life. Everything is art. Everything you look around, you look at, you see, it's all art. Everything you hear is all music. And if it wasn't, how would we be able to create anything? Yeah, we do. We really do all have a superpower. I think my superpower would be fatherhood. I think I'm the best father, and I have 3 children, but I father so many more people. I take care of so many people, man. I step in I bridge the gap for so many kids who are fatherless throughout my adulthood. I father grown people. You know, like people who don't, it could be a guy that's 2 years younger than me. I can, you know, I can fill a gap with the wisdom and with everything that I've been through and play a role as a father, a big brother that he never had, you know? So yeah, I think that my superpower is fatherhood. I think the more I look back at like James Baldwin interviews, and the more I look back at Tupac talking and Nikki Giovanni, and I started to pick up books and read different, you know, biographies and autobiographies, and I look back at old footage of, you know, riots and even, you know, OK Corral and just different, the Watts riots in, you know, in the 1960s, the 1992 riots where I was 11 years old in Los Angeles. When I look at like, you know, the fight, apartheid, and when I look back at civil rights, and when I look at, you know, Dr. Cornel West speak, and then I look at, you know, Martin Luther King, I watch Martin Luther King's speech, and I read, you know, Betty Shabazz, Malcolm X's wife, I read her writings and her teachings, and I just start to look at all walks of earth, all walks of people and all different races, and the documentation of people's struggles, their strifes, and their accomplishments. I'm just intrigued. And I want to just pour into myself so that when I run into somebody who needs knowledge or needs help or needs to understand that it's going to be okay, that I have the exact tools that I need to help fix them. I feel like somebody out there who can't understand their place in the world or doesn't understand why this is like this or why that is like that, and they just are so frustrated that they want to bring an end to it all. I think that this interview is really going to put life and human existence and us sharing the world into perspective so that they can maybe, put that gun down or crawl back off that ledge and back into that window in the house and really do what I do every day. Because there's so much fucked up shit in my life that I can reflect on or that I go through. So many people that try me and so many people that have fake loved and turned their back on me, where I could literally, sometimes I feel like I want to end it all, but I'm stronger than that. And I have children and I love them. And I have to see this parent thing through. I have to see it all the way through, until I'm 86 years old, at least, right? Yeah, man. So mental health is very important that we, let me take my glasses off. It's very important that we check our own mental health every day when we wake up. Every single day, every day. You can't be like, oh, I checked on myself Monday, so like I'm good on Thursday. Like, nah, man, every single day. You walk out into the mirror, you have to brush your teeth, you have to look at yourself and check to see if you're ready to go. Just check your mental health and see if you are at all prepared to walk out to the world and be great. Challenge yourself to make the conscious decision to be the best version of yourself moments after you hear me say what I'm saying now. Because what if I told you that you don't have to take your own life, because life will one day take your own life? Even when you think that you are in control of ridding yourself of the pains, the sorrows, and the hurt that people and life on this earth have caused, you're still not in control. Like, there is a higher power. I'm not here to say you call him this or you call her that, or, I just have a good source of faith. I know that to believe in something is to have faith, and to have faith in something that you don't know anything about, but you can look around and see how amazing whoever or whatever that power is has done for all of us. Then you can get up, find the strength to stand tall, look in the mirror, and tell yourself that you are worth another day. And like I said, repeat the process every day and understand that you are important. You're important to me. You take away one person, you change one thing about today, and the whole world will change. If I don't come to this interview and I don't sit down and I don't talk to you about mental health right now, maybe you commit suicide. Or maybe, look at me, maybe this is a relief for me. Maybe me venting to you on this camera right now is what I need to make it to tomorrow. You ever thought about that? I don't got all the answers, and no one does. But do we even need all the answers? We don't. You don't have to have it all figured out. It doesn't have to fall in your lap today. There's always a tomorrow if you want it to be. And again, even if there's not, you're not in control of that. So take control of what we can control of, and you definitely can control your smile. You can control your laugh. You can control how you exude your energy, and you can control who you share it with. Let's try to share it in a positive light more than negative. And every day can't be positive. I know this. Trust me, this is what I struggle with every day. My heart, my mind, my heart. We gotta have these conversations with ourselves. It's uncomfortable. But I promise you, the outcome is an easier and a better life. But it's like you said earlier, like sometimes the simple things are complicated too. And so all of that is mental health. And we have to stop ourselves, all of us, everybody watching, every individual, you too, me, him over there. Like, we have to stop ourselves and make sure that we are being the best that we can. And if everyone did that, man, we'd be walking out. Every time you look out the window or every time you drive by, you see motherfuckers jumping in the air, high-fiving. Go, dude. Don't even know each other. What's up, stranger? Like, like we really have to get this human shit in check. And I don't know how long, exact dates that humans have been roaming the earth, but I know that we have not made any progress in the realm of appreciating each other and being mentally stable enough to exist in a world where everything was given to us. It's funny that I would define love by just defining life, because love is everything. Love is just everything. Even hate. You gotta love hate to hate somebody. you know? And so it's just like, it's a thin line between love and hate, right? Like the oldie song. But it really is, man. But I just think like everything, it's like we as humans, we made up the human language, right? In all shapes and forms and different languages. And, we got, Hispanics speaking Spanish, and we have Africans speaking this, and you got people speaking, Jamaican people speaking patois, and you have like, so many different languages, right? Japanese people speaking Japanese and Chinese and just every different language. But it's all human created. Like, love is a language too. It is the most important language. It is the one that every single thing on earth speaks. Plants speak to the soil. Soil speak to the plants. Like the clouds speak to the air, and the air speaks to our existence. Water speaks to, speaks to the ground, and the ground speaks to water. Even the earth has, even the ocean has a floor. Like everything is intertwined, man. Like, and I just feel like love is like everything else. It's everything. Everything is everything, man. Everything is everything. There's one definition for everything, and it's everything. It's just crazy how that is, man. The most romantic thing I've ever done was to become one with the ocean. To go to the beach late at night and just exist where so many things have originated from, in a body or mass of water that has been here since before anything else, and just to feel the rush of like the cold water. And in Los Angeles we have some cool summer nights, just to go there alone and make love to the world is the most romantic thing I've ever done. Well, my grandmother used to tell me that women are the fruit of the earth. I don't really think you can do shit without a woman. I just don't think you can get it done. Women behind every strong man is a strong woman, head ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, women, man, women are they fucking smell good, they look good, they're amazing, they sound good. Like, women, man, I get real like weird talking about women, because like women are amazing. I think like I need women. Like, women are amazing. I love them, and in every essence, from my mother to my girlfriend to my daughter to a woman who is just being polite to me in the streets, to my women fans, to just single mothers, women fighting for abortions rights, and women standing for women. I love when women have those women empowerment movement. I love when even from really educated women empowerment movements all the way to bad bitches link up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I even like that. Like, women just supporting women. I even like when a woman respects another woman so much that she snitch on your cheating ass and tell on you to your girl. Because the women just be like women, you know what I'm saying? And so no matter what, like, women are gonna ride for women. But we don't do the same. We be like riding with women too. You know what I'm saying? So women riding with women and men riding with women, and we just fucking fighting and arguing and shit all day. But yeah, women are amazing, man. I think that the world could not exist without a woman. My message to the youth is stay strong, stay beautiful, be a lot more happy than the generation before you, and change the way that we all view life for the better. We dependent on you.
MONTREALITY show. Abundance is such a powerful word because abundance is something that we all have. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it could be measured differently, but we all have abundance. You know what I'm saying? We have the abundance of life every day.